Durant inside, and James is hobbling. Nope, he stepped on somebody's foot. He got kind of in a collision with Pachulia, wincing a little bit in a slight limp. Irvin. Crossover, pull up. Draymond Green, his 9th rebound. And a foul called on LeBron James. That's going to be his 2nd. And here's the play where James came up limping. Oh, Pachulia stepping on his foot.
Which he does well.
Love nearly stole it. Thompson on the drive. Pachulia not expecting it. Love comes up with a play, finds James. James goes right at Durant. Layup, missed it. Rebound Green. Curry foul by J.R. Smith. It's going to be 3 on Smith, who's shaken up on the play.
I like that they didn't allow Curry to get up in the shooting motion. That looks to be good defense by Kevin Durant.
It's awfully good no call. Thompson catch and shoot and drills the three-pointer, his 3rd. The Warriors have made many runs here and there, and every time they do, and looks like they're going to go on one of those long runs, the Cleveland Cavaliers have had an answer. Won't go. And a loose ball foul against Golden State. It's going to be Zaza Pachulia, his 2nd.
How about the play a minute ago with LeBron James in transition? Caught in the air, nothing else to do, throws it off the backboard. Special talent with the ability to go back and get it and finish.
Thompson off the dribble, kicks it out in the corner. Kevin Love. Kevin Durant, I think, arguing for a flagrant, saying I got hit in the head. Mike Callahan and Mark Davis chat, and the officials say no, common foul. Well, he did hit him in the head, but he's going for a block. Now they are going to review it.
Is this the finals?
James and Durant jawing at each other at half court.
You know, if they keep doing this, they're going to give Dante Jones another technical.
Now the officials, you know, we applauded them earlier for not giving double technicals when 2 guys are going, but this has continued. Well, as the playoff series goes on, tempers flare, they get heated. Officials separate them. They're telling him Durant to go back to the bench. Now let's look at the play that they're going to review to see whether or not it's a flagrant.
And to me, that's not a flagrant. That's a play on the ball with contact coming down. That's not an intentional hit on the head. And to me, that's obvious.
I would agree, Mark. His momentum of trying to block the shot, obviously it comes down on the head. But we've seen in the NBA, plays like that called flagrant.
Did Shumpert, but Shumpert got caught earlier. Again, I'm not quite sure how they call these things.
And you didn't even look at that one.
Meanwhile, they did call a double technical on LeBron James and Kevin Durant on those 2 going at each other. Again, you don't shoot on a double technical, but now you have players who are 1 technical away from automatic ejection. Draymond Green got one in the first half, and now James and Durant.
They're still looking at it, so they must be contemplating that this is a flagrant foul. Did you see what LeBron James said? Why are you talking crazy?
You're a good lip reader. All right, let's bring in Steve Javie, who officiated many NBA Finals games in his stellar career. Steve, on that particular play, is that a flagrant?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say my juices are flowing right now because you have a lot of emotion out there. It's an elimination game at home. Now we'll get back to the call. This is a difficult call. That's why they're looking at it. It's subjective, obviously. He does go for the block. He seems like he hits the arm first and then maybe gets a little bit of the head. I think personally it's not a flagrant foul, but I wouldn't be surprised because of all the chatter and all the stuff that's going on out there that they set some type of like tempo here and say, you know what, guys, enough's enough. You've been chattering too much. We're going to call this a flagrant foul. Calm everything down.
Steve, here's a question. Now, you've got some key players, each have one technical. As an official, the last thing you want to do in a finals game is give a second technical and throw a guy out. How aware are you of that in terms of giving them a little extra rope if they're talking to you or getting involved in a one-on-one altercation with another player?
First of all, you're very aware of who has the technical fouls just for that reason, Mike. And yes, you will give them rope. You want to make sure it's a technical foul that Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson says, yep, they had to call that. That's the only time you're going to now throw them out because you want the players to decide the game.
He made him go over and look at it. Would it have been a flagrant foul? And I know it wouldn't be.
But also listening to what Steve is talking about, the referees being aware of a lot of chatter. That doesn't mean you call the flagrant. That's giving up 2 points in the basketball. It's different with giving a warning to both of these teams as opposed to calling a flagrant to prove a point, giving them the ball.
And you don't set a tone how you're going to call the game.
Two would be automatic ejection as Draymond Green throws it up and in. But don't you think from an official standpoint, you've got a game going on, all of a sudden it's getting really chippy, a lot of stuff. You don't think the officials should tighten it up more?
Chip, by calling flagrant fouls? I don't understand it, Mike. Like, this is not the time, as Love tees up another shot, to set momentum for one team over another team.
Curry throws it into Green. Green's layup missed it. Thompson grabs the rebound. Green was trying to draw a foul. Here's James. J.R. Smith, corner three. And Draymond Green won an outlet pass to Curry. James in pursuit. And Curry wisely pulls back. But Durant drives and finishes. And James looking at J.R. Smith.
And these are the moments when the Golden State Warriors are most dangerous. When it looks like it's over. They continue to compete. And they get back into the ball game with quality stops and big-time plays on the offensive end.
And you can't have shooting turnovers like the J.R. Smith shot. That was just a wild shot.
Draymond Green just got called for a foul and kind of threw his arm. And if there's a technical, that's two. Asked technical foul. That's two. He's gone. That's an automatic ejection on your second technical.
He turns around, he waves his hand, and Mark Davis from the opposite side of the court calls the second technical foul. That's a tough call of your Warriors playoff fan.
That's the kind where you just, as an official, you just have to look the other way. On such an important game and an important goal, just what we talked about moments ago with Steve Javie.
And Mike, if you're Draymond Green right now, you see the response. Upset. You got to get off the court. Just leave the court. Understand you're too important. Exit the court.
There's no way that deserved a technical foul. Meanwhile, Draymond Green, second straight finals, ejected from a game. Of course, it was last year, game 4. And then missed game 5 because of the suspension.
So, Mike, why is he still on the floor? Are they saying that wasn't?
They just took a technical free throw. Then who was the technical on?
Now, the official word we just got, they had Draymond Green, a technical foul in the first half. Now, according to the official score, the first half technical was to Steve Kerr. That doesn't make any sense. It has on the official score sheet at halftime. Technical fouls individual, first quarter, Draymond Green. And that's what we got in the halftime stats as well.
And the referees know that. They gave him the technical foul in the first half.
Now, here's the play. He got called for the foul. Steve Kerr came up and came running out at John Goebel, who made the call. And there's a technical foul. Both of them are objecting. Again, according to the official score sheet, the technical was on Draymond Green, but apparently they're saying now that Steve Kerr had that first half technical. Draymond Green only has one, and he can stay in the game. That is bizarre.
And Richard Jefferson walks up and hands Tyronn Lue a stat sheet to show him who the technical foul was on in the first half.
And they announced it in the first half over the PA that it was on Draymond Green.
I would say this. He didn't deserve that technical foul, no matter if it was his first or his second.
Good point. Shot clock winding down. Pass deflected. Thompson stolen by Curry. Here comes Green, who can stay in the game, at least for now. Thompson can't get it to go. And James comes the other way. Just past the midway point, third quarter. J.R. Smith wide open.
But that's great offense, and that's LeBron James, the best player in the world, controlling the offense and picking his spots.
17 threes, now one shy of the record that Golden State had earlier in these finals.
It was a great pass fake by James.
Klay Thompson misses. Pachulia tips it out. You can go in the backcourt. Crowd asking for a backcourt, but that's legal. Durant misses. Rebound fought for. Durant again. Blocked by Love. Durant on the follow. Great second effort from both sides.
That's great persistence by Kevin Durant.
29 points for Kevin Durant.
I like LeBron with Kyrie with the basketball, says, give me the rock. The offense is going to run through him.
James finds Thompson, couldn't handle a pass, and it's going to be Golden State ball. The defensive tenacity has turned up here in the third quarter after that unbelievable high-scoring first half. Draymond Green. Hearing the boos, of course, has become villain number one. Shot clock at 4. Durant the drive, trying to get some contact, misses the shot. Draymond Green's tip won't go. Fought for the ball, Curry lost it, picked up by Kyrie Irving. And Kevin Love shaken up on the play. Now he comes into the front court. Irving finds Thompson, and Thompson fouled hard. Let's send it over to Doris Burke.
Mike, I've checked with the men at the official scorers table, and they all agreed as a unit that they were told by the officials that that first half technical was in fact on Draymond Green. That's why it was marked that way in the scorers table. It wasn't until that last incident where there was the stoppage at play where the officials went to the scorers and said, no, that first half technical was actually on Steve Kerr.
Thank you, Doris.
That's not a good look for the NBA in any form, shape, or manner.
Well, Steve Kerr certainly happy that it was changed to his technical. As Thompson misses the free throw, Green just picked up his 4th personal foul.
But I will say this, if you're Draymond Green with a lot of ball game left, understand how they're calling these technical fouls and do not put yourself in that position. There's a responsibility on his part also.
An anti-Draymond chant here in Cleveland as Thompson hits the 2nd free throw.
I would have rather them just said, hey, we overreacted on the second technical. No technical foul.
I agree. Iguodala. Durant being guarded by Richard Jefferson. Gets right up into him. Durant gets past, drives inside, layup, missed it. And a late whistle, but a foul. Foul is going to go against Tristan Thompson. That's his third.
You see the drive by Kevin Durant. That's contact. That's clear contact.
But is he up vertical or is he moving forward? It looks like he's going point A to point B, so that looks to be a good call.
Kevin Durant now with 30 points in the third quarter. Fourth straight game in these finals. He's had 30 or more.
Actually, now
That one looks like it's vertical.
straight up, yep.
And again, on a restricted area in a play like that, as long as the defender jumps up to defend the shot, the restricted area negated as Durant hits the free throw. "31 more finals points for Kevin Durant. But it's Cleveland with a 15-point advantage. 6 to shoot. James from 3.
Those are tough shots right there.
Not a good offensive trip.
Steph Curry drives, scoop layup. Oh, beauty from Steph Curry. Just his third field goal, but it pulls them within 13.
I'd like to see him get back into more of that floppy action.
I like to see him put Kyrie Irving in some pick and rolls with Pachulia.
Irving lost the handle. They had 4 turnovers in the first half. They have 4 here in the third quarter.
You allow Steph Curry to get going. It's a whole different animal to have to deal with. Pushes it in transition. Great job of getting into the seams. And as good as it gets at finishing in the paint.
ESPN's coverage of the NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Spider-Man Homecoming. In theaters July 7th. Chili's 3-course meal deal. And State Farm. Here to help life go right.
Woo! You drilled that.
Nailed it.
Yeah? It's probably enough for today.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Whoa, you drilled that?
Nailed it.
Talk to an agent for help combining your home and auto into a plan that's right for you.
That's probably enough for today.
Here to help life go right. State Farm.
Hey, baby.
It's the one who say listen to the music all the time. He's got mental problems.
No. I'm the one got the mental problems in the crew. Position taken.
I'm not doing this job without you.
One more job and I'm done.
One of these days, you're gonna get blood on your hands.
Baby, we need to get out of here.
The moment you catch feelings is the moment you catch a bullet.
Baby Driver. Rated R.
At Chili's, we celebrate with a meal. Even if all we're celebrating is the meal. With our 3-course meal for $10, get a salad, your choice of entree, and a mini molten cake. Tonight at Chili's.
I knew we had something.
Not like everything else.
FBI is sending a letter. Stop singing these
That
records.
energy, that rage.
We want it to be shocked.
To not sound like somebody else.
I'm throwing the dice.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're a political statement.
With available smart features like Magic Slide Seats and Cabin Watch, the all-new Honda Odyssey gives parents a lot of ways to keep the peace.
Our upcoming TV schedule brought to you by IBM. ABC on Monday. If there's a Game 5, we'll have it for you from Oakland. Tip-off shortly after 9 Eastern. ESPN 2 Tuesday, WNBA action. ESPN Thursday, the NBA Draft on June 22nd. And TNT on Monday, June 26th, the NBA Award Show. Will there be a Game 5 on Monday? Right now, Cleveland with a 13-point lead. Just over 2.5 remaining in the third. Their largest lead has been 22.
And Cleveland is downsized. LeBron James is playing at center right now.
Foul call. Meanwhile, during that timeout, John Goebel, one of the officials, came over, and he was the one that made the call on that play regarding the technical. Draymond Green was called for the personal foul on that play, and while he was administrating that, saying personal foul on Draymond Green, then there was a technical foul, and he said he called it on Steve Kerr in that first half. The official score either misheard or what happened, but they registered as Draymond Green had it. It was in the official scorebook at halftime. But then when it looked like Green was going to be thrown out, they double-checked to say that Green was not called for that technical foul. And John Goebel was the one who called it and said he did call that. The only thing I can say on that is it was so loud during that stretch that maybe they just misheard personal foul, technical foul, Draymond Green, and got confused there.
Ricky Ricardo would say somebody's got some splaining.
Darren Williams, and that's Williams' first field goal of the finals. He had been struggling big time, but puts his team up 14.
The real problem started with the second technical foul, or first technical foul, but the unnecessary call on the foul.
Iguodala. Livingston shoots over Darren Williams. And a loose ball foul against the Cavaliers.
Now, they've been consistent throughout the year. If you're face guard blocking out and there's any lockup situation, they are going to call it on the defense. It doesn't look like that's a foul, but that's been called consistently throughout the year.
Third foul on Korver. Zaza Pachulia to the free throw line. He's 11 of 13 from the line in the playoffs. Doesn't go there often, but shoots very well. No, Game 3 of the NBA Finals was stolen, and now everyone can steal a taco. So run into Taco Bell on Tuesday, June 13th from 2 to 6 p.m. to score your free Doritos Locos Taco.
You don't have to, I don't have to have a bargain to go to Taco Bell. I go because it's great.
Oh my goodness.
You don't go to Taco Bell?
I do, but
it's great. Give me a bean burrito.
Under 2 to play here in the third. James Jefferson. Darren Williams up top to Shumpert. Korver, good look for three. Got it. They have tied the record for most threes in a finals game with 18. That record was set in Game 2 of these finals by Golden State. Durant can't answer. Pachulia, offensive rebound. They're whacking at the ball. Lost it. Picked up Livingston. Williams has it. Pachulia now as they dive on top of him. And a whistle and a held ball as the crowd applauds the hustle. Pachulia yelling at Shumpert, who was standing over him. And the officials getting in the midst of it.
We should all stand up and applaud that type of hustle.
And the crowd is reacting as they looked at it in the arena. Something clean did not occur as far as they're concerned.
James pokes it away. Pachulia hoping for it. Korver takes him down. A rugby scrum is broken out.
And you see Pachulia with that right knee extending a little bit.
Oh, come on now. Somebody's pile driving him. He can't even see who's there.
Not only the knee, it looked like the punch too. And right hand.
And we got a skirmish in front of Maverick Carter and Rich Paul.
It seemed like some of the Warriors and some of the fans engaging in some talking.
Actually, the fans behind Carter and Paul The security getting involved, the police as well. This has been such a riveting, compelling game. You don't want any of that stuff getting involved. Players going at each other and the fans perhaps stepping over the line. Now, Mike Callahan looking at this play to see if there's anything. And you see the punch. He definitely extends that right arm to the groin area of Shumpert, without question. Yep. You know, the first one was kind of get off me, but the second one, that's a punch. These are, and we talked about, it was a bad call, Mark Davis, the technical foul.
And they're throwing the fan out who was in the front row.
Oh, an ejection, and that's what needs to be done. The fan behaves inappropriately. And sometimes, you know, some of the things that are said to players are just inexcusable. And I don't care how much money you pay, you should not be allowed to talk to players or coaches in certain manners that we've heard many, many times. We witnessed it. Fans crossed the line, out of line, things that they wouldn't say if they were on the streets right next to the player. It's a coward move by the fan, and it should not and will not be tolerated by this league. But to get back to the point, Mark Davis calls a technical foul on Draymond Green. Should not have made the call from across the court. But I don't want to let Draymond Green off the hook. You can't every single play wave at the referee and get mad. And if you're Zaza Pachulia, you can't swing. You got to understand the stakes are too high.
But see, I disagree with you on the Draymond Green. If you're allowed to do that all year, which he is, then why in the finals would you expect it to be administrated any differently? He has an emotional, visceral reaction, not on just questionable calls, on all calls. And so now we're going to say that's technical foul behavior?
Now, a few years ago, when they really tried to make the conduct better, that was an automatic for a couple of years where you waved the referee, automatic technical foul. But they've, and wisely in my opinion, they've loosened that up and allowing guys to have a quick expression of displeasure or emotion as long as it's not continuous. Well, it's hypocritical because Dante Jones had a quick expression of emotion on the sideline to Kevin Durant. Immediately it was a technical foul.
And there's nothing going on here with Pachulia. Is anybody surprised about how they...
Well, they're just announcing it now as Mike Callahan spent a long time with the replay center in Secaucus, and it appears there is no foul, just a double technical, but no personal. What are they looking at over there? Shumpert and Pachulia both hit with double technicals. If you go over and take a look at that, the answer cannot be not a technical, not a flagrant, no punishment at all. It's clear. Now back to basketball, hopefully. Ball deflected several times. Durant, shot blocked by Jefferson, but he lost his balance. Ahead now to Durant, and it shouldn't have been a reset of the clock. Livingston back out Iguodala, finds Curry, fakes, fires, three-pointer, won't go. Ball tipped, knocked out of bounds, last touch by Pachulia.
That was a great look for Curry. Great use of the shot fake and escape dribble.
Curry just 1 of 6 from three-point range. That was last touch. That was close. That was last touch by LeBron James. Looked like that right hand. I think so, Mark.
No bigs on the floor for either team.
James splits the defense, drives down, kicks it out. Back up top, Shumpert. Swing to Darren Williams. Hits a three. There's the record. And the lead now 112-93. 19 three-pointers by the Cavaliers. Doing a great job of turning down good shots for great ones. The extra pass. Lead back up to 19. Livingston has it poked away.
Curry. That's good. Steph Curry from way downtown. Golden State has a foul to give here. James steps back for three and hits. Durant from three-quarters court. An eventful third quarter comes to an end. 19-point lead for the Cavaliers. Trying to hold off elimination and a celebration for Golden State. What a performance tonight from Cleveland. James with 29 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Now this presentation of the finals continues after this message and a word from our ABC station.
How's this for a TV show? Sous chef, lawyer by day, prep cook by night.
No.
Here you go. I got this. I get cash back, so it's like everything's on sale.
With the Blue Cash Everyday Card, you get cash back on purchases with no annual fee, backed by the service and security of American Express.
We make our straws nice and wide to ensure the ice-cold Coke hits your taste buds all at once. Except for that one in the back that's really hard to reach. Sorry, little guy. Hurry in now. Any size soft drinks are just $1 at McDonald's.
Civic hatchback from Honda.
If you're evil and you know it,
we're going back to villainy.
Clap your hands.
Dance fight. Mom. Oh.
The song's over.
Rated PG.
Gong, 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 gong. Gong, gong, gong show.
Thursday, June 22nd. Some of these acts are right, and some are just gone.
It kind of sucked. I guess I was born with a crayon in my hand. I decided to see if there was a way for design to play a positive role in what was going on in the world. There's a jacket that's reflective for visibility, sleeping bag jacket, jackets that turn into tents. I usually do my fashion sketches on the computer. I love drawing on the screen. There's no lag time at all. It feels just like my markers. With fashion, you can dress people and help people. It's really cool to see your work come to life.
It's a nail biter here in Indy. No OT tonight. Ball game.
With the smooth finish.
Real smooth.
When you got flow, you know. New Gatorade Flow. All the flavor with a new smooth finish.
Welcome to the all-new Hulu, a personalized TV experience unlike any other. You get exclusive past seasons, movies, originals, and more. And now introducing Live TV from over 50 live and on-demand TV channels, including sports and news. Get Hulu or get Hulu with Live TV. The choice is yours. With plans starting at just $7.99 a month, this is TV.
Welcome back to Cleveland with Cavalier head coach Ty Lue. What's been more important, the disposition of your team or the strategy?
I don't know. I just know we're fighting, we're competing. When you play like this, you play hard like this, you can live with the results.
The emotions have been high and the stoppages frequent. What are the most important things your guys can do against a dangerous team?
Just keep our composure, not turn the basketball over, get back in transition, and we got a good chance.
Hi, thank you. Mike.
Nagadors, well, their disposition has been nonstop fighting from the opening tip. LeBron James sitting right now. James in the first three quarters Played all but 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mike, the biggest difference has been their shooting. They were 12 for 44 from 3 in game 3. They got 23s in 33 attempts here tonight.
Iguodala. Thompson. McCaw just in the game for the first time and knocks down the three-pointer. Patrick McCaw, the 21-year-old rookie from UNLV, in a big spot.
If I'm Tyronn Lue, I'm looking to get LeBron James back in this game. I don't want to mess around with this dangerous Warriors basketball team. Early in the first half, they came back. Minimize his rest.
McCaw drives, finds Iguodala. Thompson for three. Klay Thompson. And another quick timeout for Tyronn Lue. Remember, in game 3, James only sat for 2.5 minutes, and his team was outscored by 12. It's back to 13. They're going to check that McCaw three-pointer. And you see that right foot behind the line. That's the 10th three-pointer for Golden State, as Klay Thompson has knocked down 4. 13-point game. Point game.
She packed my bags last night, free flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. I'm down, down, down. I'm a rocket man, burning out of fuse out there alone.
This bud's for the dream and the people bold enough to pursue it. It's for those who take everything this country has to offer and make it their own.
Where are we going?
Dunkirk.
Oh, we have a job to do.
If we go there, we'll die.